Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Powerfully Her podcast, The Rise of the Unstoppable Woman. I am Lydia Baye, and I'm so glad you're here. I am. I'm so glad you're here. Let's jump into this episode. See you inside. Hey, hope everything's going well for you today. Hope you're having an amazing day. And if you're not, let this episode be the start of a good day. Let it be the start of a good day. So today's topic, we're going to talk about the power of no. Yeah, the power of no. And I mentioned in the episode 3 that I would definitely be talking about this, that it would be on one of the episodes. And so here we are, is the power of no. Now, in episode 2, when I spoke about giving the example of decision making and how you're at your job, and you just give an example of you're running late and how you don't need to explain yourself and how you just I'm running late, drop the mic, period, right? Because that's how it needs to be. That's how you start to build respect and rapport for yourself. And if anything, you need to start respecting you. Queens respect them. They respect themselves. And you need to respect you. I respect you. I respect you. And this is why I'm giving you this information, giving you this knowledge, this game, is because I respect you. And respect is giving your best to others and give your best to yourself as well. And that's where decision-making comes into play, where when you utilize and you magnify and amplify the beauty of the power of no when it's necessary, oh, girl, the doors that will open up for you. And you know what will open up for you? Peace. See, the power of no, the other side of the power of no, once you open that door, is peace. Peace of mind, tranquility, wholesomeness, saying yes to you, because that's the other side of the power of no, is the power of yes. But you need to know when to exercise the power of no. One of the ways is if you really don't want to go somewhere, or if you really don't want to do something and you don't have to, say no. And don't give an explanation. Because the more you keep talking about why you don't want to do it, again, this is for people that don't hold any value to you, people that you don't need to give an explanation to. You say no, and you leave it at that. I don't want to go. No. I don't want to be there. No. And why you should do that is because it's helping you. You are one person. You cannot continue to split yourself into so many people where you have nothing left for you. Who's taking care of you? Who's showing up for you? Who's pouring into you? You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot pour from an empty pitcher, a vessel. You cannot. You're pouring vapors because there's nothing left for you. And that's not who you are. The power of no allows you to have peace. Allows you to say, no, I don't want to go out to that dinner. No, I don't want to go to that club. No, I don't want to go to that event. No, I don't want to be around those people. No, 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 no. And also know that you're not missing out. See, that's another thing. It's because sometimes there is such a low self-worth. We say yes to things because we are trying to chase other people. We're trying to chase acceptance. We're trying to chase love. We're trying to chase affection. We're chasing the wrong things when we need to be at peace with ourselves. You need to be okay with not having to be everywhere. Like if you go on social media and someone went out, well, why didn't they invite me? You need be at peace where I'm okay, I didn't go. Have fun with you. You know, I'm not saying it's okay to be solo all the time. We need to be around people, but the right people, right? The right people you need to want to be around. Not just anybody, you know? And then when we continue to make first, when we continue to make the wrong decisions and say yes to the wrong people, we're saying no to us. That's how it works. Every time you say yes to yes to the wrong people, every time you say yes to the people that don't care about you, every time you say yes to the places you don't want to go, you're saying no to you. You're saying no to your dreams. You're saying no to your aspirations. You're saying no to your goals. You're saying no to your peace. That's how deep it is. Saying yes to giving yes to the wrong people. And then that goes back to the keys that I spoke about. You're giving your keys away to people. Now they have a piece of you. They have a piece of your heart, and they know it. They know. They know that you're going to be like, yeah, she's going to say yes. You know, it could be anything, no matter what it is. You know, you have to start building those healthy boundaries where you're saying, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. No, I do not want that. I don't want to go. No. Why? Because I said no. Ooh, you see how it felt? Because I said no. You see how you change your tone? You didn't raise, what is it? What is the quote that I love? Raise your words, not your voice, right? I'm not getting loud. If I tilted my head a little bit and I said no. See, when you bring your voice down a little bit, but you put that little in it, the little firm, that stance, that changes it. The tonality in your voice. And then you give a little eye, like you give that neck, and you know as one when we're like, I said no. Oh, wait a minute. And that's firm. It's like, oh, okay, I get it. She don't want to be messed with. No, I don't. And if you want to follow up because I'm tired. Okay, if you want, again, do what works for you. But less is more. But exercise the power of no. And the one thing we cannot get more of is time. We can't get more of time. We cannot get more time. We will always get more money, but time we can't. And this is why you want to create happy memories, good things. Not thinking back like, oh my God, I wasted my time on these people that don't matter, these people that don't care about me, or I'm in this environment that doesn't care about me and they don't care anything about me. No more of that. We're going to start right now making 2025 amazing. And how do we do that, queens? Power of no. Power of no. No, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to go. No, I don't want to be there. No, I don't feel like I'm missing out. And even at the beginning you are. That's okay. Because you have to think about your peace. If you think about something and you're like, oh my God, just the thought of going is giving me a headache, you know you need to say no, then say no. Just say no. Even if your loved one's like, I really want you to go, but it's making you miserable, you need to say no. You need to say no. And then again, that's someone that you care about, you could explain to them, like, this is how I feel. You get in a habit of expressing yourself in a healthy manner. Don't leave stuff bottled in, because when you do, women, heart disease is very real for us. And that's not something it's talked about a lot. It's talked about a lot with men and heart disease, but not with women. And that's something that we need to talk about, is that's a real thing. We need to talk about those things and how we need to get better. And how we do that is by saying no. The power of no. You cannot do everything. And you cannot do everything. You cannot be everything to everybody. And you have to just start saying no. And this is something I had to learn. And I'm continuing to learn. There's something that we continue to work at it. It's not one of those things like in life where it's just like, oh, okay, let me check off confidence. Boom, got that off. Decision making. Boom, I checked that off. No, these are things we have to continue consistently work at to make sure they don't creep back up, because they will. They're like weeds, although some weeds could be good because dandelion's good for you, but that's what I heard recently, but I digress. That is important. That's what I heard that it is. I don't want to be giving out medical advice. That's not me, y'all. That's not my ministry. I don't do that. But I will tell you about what works for me and how it's helped me. And this is why I'm here. So it's important that you do those things. You do those things that are going to help you feel better, because remember, at the other side of the door is peace. Your peace is at the end of the door. And that's what you want. So although we can't get more time, we can start to utilize our time in a healthier way, in a more strategic way, in a successful way. And it's not even monetary. It's about adding more peace to your life. So your time is well spent. You want to be well. You want to be heart, soul, and mind want to be at peace. You want to be at peace, queen. You really, really do. And it's important because you deserve that. You really do. And I remember, it's so funny, back to my previous job, it was like, people were like, oh, and I was in leadership. But my confidence, my spirit is like, I know who I am. And I want other people to know who they are, right? And you're a queen, right? So I know I've exercised, and thankfully my parents got very good at with awareness, having that confidence. And that's will be another episode of self-awareness, awareness and self-awareness. A lot of people are not aware. And a lot of people lack self-awareness too. And that could be very bad, because if you don't know, then you don't know how to proceed. So this is why the power of no is revealing more things about you, because you're teaching yourself what you like and what you don't like. And you got to listen to you. You don't want to go. You're tired. Then why are you going? And that's another thing. I was always blown away when you'd work an 8-10 hour day. And at the time I worked right outside of the city. So I would sometimes, most days, 5 days a week, maybe like 3 days out of a week, in 2 hours of traffic going home. And I did that for about 15 years. It's a long time. And I loved what I did. I really did. If I didn't love it, I wouldn't be there. But that's why, I explained to you in the previous episode, towards the end, and though that last 2 years, I wasn't happy. And I'm an emotional person. So I lead with how I feel. I cannot ignore something. Like if something is going on, I'm not the person, like I said, elephant in the room, I'm going to address the elephant. I'm like, you don't see that elephant? I can't. And I get that from my parents, especially my dad. Like, we are going to address it. Like, that's all that's going to be on my mind. My son, we're the same way. It's going to be on my mind. I have to address it. So, just knowing that how you feel is very important. And I did not, I was always amazed when people would work and then would go out afterwards. I'm like, aren't you tired? I'm like, I'm exhausted. And they weren't, and again, I don't know people's situation. Some people, maybe home wasn't a happy place for them, and that could be very true. So I get that. So I don't want to take away what their life experience is. And again, meet people where they're at. So I definitely want to judge. But if everything is all good, I'm tired. Like, I'm 43. Sleep is important. It's right. Like these are things you start to appreciate now, like a good mattress, a good comforter, a good pillow. When people say Netflix and chill, it don't even have to be Netflix. You just want to chill. You just want to be able to be relaxed, maybe have your tea or coffee, but whatever it is, listen to this podcast. Hey, whatever it is, you want that comfort, right? Now, I want to also mention, though, the power of no, the comfort, the different comforts now. Now, remember I said being with people that don't deserve you. If you're sharing yourself with anyone that doesn't care about you, you have to, deep down what's good for you and what's not. And if someone is not making you feel good all the time, but then that little special time they're making you feel good, the both of y'all feeling good, you know what I'm talking about. That's not healthy. It's not healthy. It's not healthy, queen. It's not healthy. Gotta stop it. Gotta stop it. Because long term, with a short term, or if you've been messing with that person in a short term, long term, whatever it is, it hasn't been good. In the future, it's not going to get any better. People are showing you who they are in this moment. Believe them. Do not continue to give your keys away to people that do not deserve you. Power of no. Can I come over later? No. Even if you want it really bad. And trust me, I get it. We all have needs. I get it. I'm not going to take away the fact that that's real. But is this person good for you? No. So you have to, although in the beginning I said that decision making might be difficult, it's not good for you, it's not healthy. Slowly but surely, you got to start making positive changes, and you need to start saying power of no. Because who we choose to be around, who we share ourselves with, takes pieces of us, and they don't deserve it, and it's not right. Because you're a queen. A queen goes for the best relationships, the best conversations, the best places, the best of everything. She wants the best of everything. And this is why this podcast is titled Powerfully Her. You are powerfully her. This is about you. This is your story. This is not just me talking about what I've gone through. This is about you. Powerfully her. You are the rise of the unstoppable woman. That's you. You continue to rise every day. Be unstoppable. Whatever you want, go after it. Be relentless. I'm going to be unstoppable. Whatever it is you want to do it. If it's not hurting nobody in a bad way, you know what I mean? Do it. You have dreams, you have goals, you have aspirations. Every single time you say yes to someone that doesn't deserve you, you're saying no to you. You're saying no to your peace. And that's not why you were created. That's not why you're created. So it's about time that you start saying yes to you and showing up for you and the woman you truly are, the queen you really are, and start pursuing you. Pursue you. All right, queen? Powerfully her. You are powerfully her. And you need to continue to rise to be the woman you truly are. And this is what this podcast is all about. All right. So I'm so glad you jumped in today and listened. This is our 4th episode. Really exciting. And so it's just a blessing. It's grateful. I'm so grateful to God to be here. And I really hope this was helpful. I've helped you so much already, and you're feeling good, and you can't wait for the next episode, right? And I also want to invite you to an exclusive one-on-one 5-day sessions with me where we pour into you, where we curate a plan of how for you to have a better life. If you are a high-achieving woman, if you're a woman in corporate, if you're a woman in leadership, if you're executive, all of that, I'm here for you. This is for you. This 5-day free one-on-one exclusive with me is about you. You're used to making decisions all the time. Let's make that decision for you so you can finally start having the life you really want. And again, the great thing is it's a challenge. It's a one-on-one because I want you to challenge you to be you, who you really are. And you get to pick a day and time that works for you. Sometimes you see a lot of any of these webinars, it's always on something that doesn't work for the person and they don't show up. But I'm not about that. I'm doing what works for you. So you pick a day and time, 5 days, right? I'm pouring into you. We get to talk and it's about you, just like this, but it'll be live. All right. So you just go to my website, all the show notes to be there. And I'm just so grateful. I'm grateful to be here and want the best for you and just want you to continue to rise. Be the wonderful woman you are. And also you want to check out my book, right? The Big D, 21 affirmations of power of women for the life they truly want. I'm an author, y'all. That's another thing. So, but more importantly, I don't want you to forget about you and know that you are filled with greatness, that you come from greatness. Greatness lives within you. You are more than enough and forever forward. And one takeaway is the power of no. I want you to do one thing that whatever it is, an event, someone you don't want to be around, whatever it is, start exercising your power of no. Just do one thing this week. And then you'll get in the habit of doing it more when you start to realize, you know what? I need to start choosing me. Always choose you, queen. Always choose what's right and do what's right. All right. Until next time. Thanks. Bye.